Hi everyone. I went to Macau and this is my journaling, my travel journal for this for Macau. So I went there for 3 days and these are my travel essentials. And it was really tiring. So in the beginning I didn't write or draw much. I didn't play with colors as much as I should because it's only the first few pages. I just had this notebook in my pocket and it's the A6 size, which is why it's a perfect size because it can fit within my pocket with a pen. So I'm using the 78G Pilot pen in F point, and that's good. Yeah, so I only had this and this with me. So all the colors that I've added later are after I came back. So this is what Macau's street grocery shop is like. Macau is a really tiny space, which is why a ton of breakfasts are being sold by the streets. It's like a vendor type. There's no sit-down restaurants. I ordered this amazing cream puff, hazelnut cream puff from Morpheus. I forgot what the casino is called, but it's right by a casino / hotel. And that was the centerpiece for their table, and that was beautiful. So all these words are just recording what happened. In Macau, there's tons of casinos, as you see, and there's one that's called the Londoner, and it's really fancy. It has all these different poles, and there's a really cool light post with a fish in it. It's all in black, but I try to put it in as different colors I can. That casino is super large, and it was super big, and it was great. There were I wouldn't say they're cosplayers. I think that they were more actors and actresses that dressed up as iconic London characters, iconic UK storybook fairy tale people. And I saw Alice in Wonderland, and there's this lady, and I thought they looked really nice, so I just quickly drew them. And here's the Queen of Hearts from Alice. And we had this burger called Dino Burger. It is not a sit-down restaurant, so do not go in there to sit down if you are hoping to sit down and enjoy a burger. So we just bought the burger and then we went outside and sat on the side of the crosswalk on a bench. And then we just gulped down the burger because it was so good. My husband and I, we each ate half. And then we ate ramen later, which is right down the street from Dino Burger, and it was the best ramen I've ever had. I really like this page because it exemplifies how when I'm really interested in one certain object, I draw it quite well, and then when I don't really care about drawing ramen, and also ramen is harder to draw, I guess, I just rushed it, which is fine because you work at your own pace, right? You do whatever you want. Yeah. So day one was exhausting. We arrived in Macau at like 8 in the morning. We woke up at 5 in the morning, and we walked like 30,000 steps, and we only went to bed. We went to bed at 7, I think. Like we crashed and we slept until like 8, 9 in the morning. And then day 2, we went to all these cathedrals and all these little Macau buildings. Macau used to be occupied or colonized by the Portuguese. So it maintained a lot of those Portuguese flavor. And we saw the most famous landmark. It was a Portuguese Catholic church wall type. It was supposed to be a grand church, but they tore it down. I'm sure it's not torn down in like intentionally. I'll have to check up on the history of that, but only this front wall remained. So we just watched the front wall. It was 38 degrees. It was so hot. I couldn't bear to stay there for another moment. So we walked down and we saw Lush. Lush is banned in China. So I was so excited to finally see a real Lush. I live in China and we don't have Lush. So when I saw Lush, I was like, I need to go in and check out all the stuff. And they had so many new stuff. I mean, it's been 5 years since I've seen a real Lush. So I was so excited to see that they still have all the classic items, and still they've renovated and invented new items. But I was so out of touch with Lush. I didn't know what to buy, and so I was like, yeah, I'll just buy it online. Even though we don't have Lush in China, you can still buy whatever you want online. It's just people buy it from outside and they just import it within mainland China. And then down from the cathedral, there's this restaurant called the Cathedral Cafe. I was more like a cafe, I suppose, but they have the best garlic shrimp. It was like shrimpy, and there's crispy garlics underneath, which is really good. I loved it. And they had the best spare rib. I didn't do this justice because it looked terrific, but it was all one color because it was in a like a caramelized sauce. So that's pretty much impossible to draw in detail when it's this tiny. And I was like, okay. And we walked like 60,000 steps in 3 days, in less than 3 days, like 2.5 days. And I got a blister. So I was like, should we still go to Zhuhai, which is next to Macau? And I was like, no, I want to go back because there's a anime festival happening in Guangzhou, and I wanted to go to the anime festival. So we went to the anime festival, which is nice. I didn't have time to color this in yet, but yeah. And this is all drawn on Tomoe River paper. This notebook has been made with Tomoe River paper. Tomoe River paper is the only paper in the world where it's this thin. It's 52 GSM, and at the same time you can draw on both sides of the sheet, and it still doesn't soak through. Yeah, it's the best paper ever. Like, I loved it. I don't even know why I filmed the English version. I mean, I don't even have any fans on YouTube. But I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll try to draw more. And this in the A6 size is perfect for just stuff it into your pocket, put a pen alongside of it, and then you are good to go. Like, you can go travel the world and buy whatever you want, and then, I mean, look at whatever you want. That was the best. And also I lost some money in Macau, which is fine because I make money. I make it back, I suppose, but don't gamble, guys, because it's like a lose-lose for everyone involved, except for the dealer and the house. They always win. Okay, bye-bye.